Plasma here from Need to Achieve. This is now continuing from level 3, human base, I believe it is. This is still level 3, by the way. It's not temple just yet, but I've done it just so I can tell you when you do hit the next level. So immediately after the door, you drop down, and that's when you hit the temple level. So after you've done this door, you drop down, and the first note of the temple level is right below when you drop down, straight away. There we go, easy peasy. Okay, now remember, this is now temple level. It doesn't say anything, but this is the temple level. If you press start, then you can see this. It's changed the level name. Okay, once you go up the stairs, you have to undo the door. So once you open the door, you shall see that fire woman again, or Dragon Land, or you call her Dragon Lord Lady. Straight after the Dragon Lord, after you pick up note number 2, just continue on until you see 2 humans. They will both be wielding, I believe it's either swords or guns. I can't really remember. But when you see them, just keep looking to your right and make sure you get your compass. But remember, every time you get close to a hidden chest, your compass will glow blue. So once you see your compass glow blue, then just find them. Okay, just now realised it's guns. As you see right now, on the screen right now to the right, you should see it. I've already found it, but that's where it is, in that corner there. So after you dealt with the guys, just look around this area, you'll see it. Okay, at this exact place, you will fight, I believe, 4 to 5 swordsmen. After you dealt with them, head up the stairs and you'll fight at least 5 more gunmen. Then you'll see another 2 right here. I think that's inclusive of the 5 as well. So after you deal with them, just head down the middle until you see 2 fireplaces. Then look to your left. This is before you head over the bridge. So now you have to do all the other stuff before you head over the bridge and see the cutscene of guys fighting. Okay, this is quite a ways away. Once you get to the laser room, you have to get, I would say, about halfway through it. And you'll see like a next laser set that actually comes towards you. Well, it's just a timing laser, so you just have to do it. This is the part you'll see, that the lasers keep coming backwards and forwards, back and forwards. The note number 4 should be halfway across to the right. Okay, this is from after you deactivate the lasers in exactly the same room. Once you get near the statue, go slightly to the right of it and you shall see your chest number 2, and no more chests for this level. Okay, now shortly after this, just run down the corridor a little bit and you'll shall see the next area. You'll see the firewoman telling you what you need to do. So to push that little ball there, using your up on the D-pad to move it about. In this room, go to the far right, in the middle, well, middle far right, and you'll see the last note of this level. I'll see you guys and girls in the next level.
My intuition was correct about you.
I found some people.
Okay, once you see that cutscene, from the exact location, after you see the cutscene, you'll land up here. If you just look directly up, and you'll see the them coils. After you get to the very top of the coils, you shall see your compass start glowing blue. Okay, the best way to find this, I went like the awkward way. The best way to find this, if you go down the ramp straight in front of you, once you see the turn to your left, you see like blue flowers. Once you see them blue flowers, turn to your left and you'll see your chest. Instead of going through all the way through here, you see these blue flowers right here. Press up on the D-pad and get your first chest of this level. Okay, from the last location, now you want to turn around and go into the water. Once you get, I'll say, about halfway into the water, you'll fight some bad guys. After you dealt with them, stay in the water but go to the left. You shall see a waterfall. Behind that waterfall, you'll find note number 1. Okay, once you carried on, you shall see like this next room. You'll have to pick up the rocket launcher to deal with the next bad guys. Once you've done that, and go to the upper level using the coils. It sounds like I'm reading a guide, but I'm not. Okay, you also see the next coils to your right, but don't go up them. You also see your compass go blue. Follow the walkway around and you'll see the next chest. This is the last one of this level anyway, by the way. That one's done. Okay, once you get the floor switch done, and you'll get the ability to fly about now. Once you do that, just fly back over to the middle area that you fight the last Skylanders, when they call them dudes. Once you get to the next area, you see like quite a few platforms about. If you look to your right, the only tower to your right, you'll see the next note of this level.
I couldn't sleep again. The voices, I hear them all the time. It's like somebody talking.
Okay, this is after the flying bit. After you finish that next area, you have to come to the next area. So once you see them flying bat creatures, when they call them, in this area, you have to destroy all these like rocks on them coils to make them loose. So once you've done that, it's all good. And now you have to go to, I would say, the third coil up and stop moving about. So you start from the bottom, then you have to make a jump to reach the next one. Once you get to the third one, jump off. And now you shall see the next note just hanging about there. Now jump to the next one, then just hang off and pick up the last collectible of this level. Also, just a heads up as well, if you go too far and it talks about an elevator, your character starts talking about an elevator. So if you start talking about an elevator, you've gone way too far. Just head back. Okay guys, this is another part, just like Human Base goes into Temple. This is just like the same thing. Sky Island goes straight into Sky Docks. So please pay attention to that. It won't tell you that you go to a new level, it just goes to the next one. Okay, once you get to this power node place, we have to you pretty much have to press up on the D-pad just to get the balls to activate these power coils things, we're gonna call them. After you do that, head back out and go back out the same door you entered, and look to your left, you'll see these coils hanging about. Once again, once you get near the chest, it will start glowing blue, your compass. So the chest will be up the highest point of this tower bit, and ta-da! There is no more chest for this level. Please make sure that you pay attention to the level change. You won't know it changes, but trust me, it's annoying when it does change. You don't know about it. Okay, this is note number 1. After you dealt with all them flying ships with the rocket launcher, then there'll be a newly released door what opens. Then head down the walkway, then turn to your right, and you'll see the first note of the level right next to where you have to go. Now just activate them power things behind you and continue on. But then purple things. After you've done the flying sequence, that's when you're on top of, well, behind that trailer thing, when they call it what flies about. After you've done that area, just activate the switch in front of you. You can do it now or do it after you pick up the note. Just head over the walkway, well, like mini bridge if you want to call it that, and the collectible will be to your left once you leave.
I don't think Sky guards are going to hurt the people that are imprisoned.
Okay, once you open Zero's, I think it's called Zero's cage, please take note. In the cage just before you head to Zero's, you'll see your final note. So this is to the right now, you see the last note. This is right next to his cage, so now go to his cage and finish off the level. Okay, this is now Burtal Lands. This is after the first section. So pretty much you have to fight 5 bad guys before you come to this area. And you have to go to the altar as well. So after you've done them 2 steps, you come out the side with the coral. After you attach yourself to it and jump off it, make sure you go close to the cave tunnel. Then there will be your first chest right next to it before you enter the cave itself. Okay, when you come to this area, you have to start using your order power to actually move fast. But eventually you'll get a cutscene with these like massive knights that you have to destroy. It does a big massive shockwave. Once you get that cutscene, you shall see this note pretty much on the cutscene, so you probably won't miss it. But if you happen to do, just stick to the left once you enter that area and you should find it. Okay, after you pretty much destroyed the ice for these corals to actually rise up properly, then you have to go all the way over. Well, this is part of the story, so you have to come over these corals. So after you do that, you'll see the next note when you're going across the corals. This is at the very, very end of the corals. So just jump down from that ledge, and you'll find the second one. Okay, the best I can explain this is after you defeat the infinite amount of spawning knights with the freeze gun and destroyed or activate them 3 pod things to stop them coming. After you go to the altar, after you leave the altar as well, look to your right and go to the far end side where the blue flame is. Then turn to the right. And just keep following this pathway down. You won't see it because I think my nephew started playing and he picked this one up here. So, there's one there. Okay, before you get here, you will encounter like 3 of these knights that have a gun, a freeze gun. You have to deal with them to actually make a platform to make them freeze into a big massive block. You got to do it 3 times to get to this area. So once you get to the area, then you start saying something about the scientists would love this place. Deal with the guys actually coming up the ramp. Now, once you defeat them all, now you want to do is face the ramp where they come up, then turn around. Then jump up to here. This is a well hidden chest, I think, anyway. Then go all the way down this slope, and the chest piece will be directly in the middle of the room. Okay, from the ramp that you killed the 2 guys, head down and continue on. You shall see like 2 frozen soldiers and you'll start commenting about them or whatever. After you hear that, you'll come to like a big, well, it's not really massive, it's just like an open bit down the bottom, and you have to use the cannon to kill the next bad guys. You have to do it. Okay, after you dealt with them bad guys, just jump down and ta-da! It's right there. Okay, once you get to the broken bridge, you'll see a cutscene with a new enemy. After you dealt with him, then continue across the bridge, break the that seal, and you'll see the next note straight in front of you after you've broken that seal. Okay, the last note, there's no point in me telling you exactly where to go because you'll run directly into this one. So pretty much it's right in front of your path you have to go, so that's the last one for this level.